A very good morning. You're watching News 9 with me, Akshita. And first up, Jagat Prakash Nadda, the BJP General Secretary in charge of headquarters, has emerged as the favourite to take over as BJP chief. Well, the move comes in the wake of news that Rajnath Singh is likely to join the Modi government. A meeting is underway at the Gujarat Bhavan in New Delhi, where Modi has invited Nadda, Amit Shah and other BJP leaders. Well, it will be interesting to see if Jagat Prakash Nadda will be chosen as the BJP president. Remember, with Rajnath Singh being touted to get a ministerial berth, in all likelihood it could be Nadda who takes over from Rajnath Singh. Well, the low-profile leader, Nadda, has the support of the dominant section of BJP leadership as well as the RSS. He also enjoys a close rapport with Modi, having worked with the PM designate when he was the General Secretary in charge of Nadda's home state of Himachal. My colleague Verghese joins us over the phone line with more information. Verghese, it definitely looks like Nadda will be the successor to Rajnath Singh.
Well, it looks like that, Akshit, and we should understand that Jagat Prakash Nadda was in fact the BJP General Secretary who was in charge of the headquarters, and because of that he has in fact a lot of rapport with not only Modi and Shah but also prominent BJP leaders, because the headquarters was the meeting point of all the top leaders, and he's got quite good contacts with the entire RSS wing as well. He's also slated to have good contacts with the governing chief ministers as well as some of the top leaders of the BJP, and hence Modi is said to have required him as the right person to head the BJP, the presidentship of the BJP, because of his ability to gel with everyone. In fact, he's also worked quite well with Amit Shah when he was there for the party's youth wing, especially during Himachal elections. He worked very closely with Amit Shah. So these are some of the credentials that he has, and in fact he's also quite well received by the allies of the BJP also. And because of this high-profile nature of Jagat Prakash Nadda, it seems that Modi is looking for a person who will be able to handle the party's affairs as well as inter-party affairs, who has also been able to work with him and take instructions from him. So such a person seems to be in the forefront, and at present the BJP has zeroed in on Jagat Prakash Nadda with regards to that very important post, Akshita.
Right, Verghese, but to a great extent, considering that Nadda is a pretty not a well-known name, keeping in mind several other BJP leaders, it definitely may come as a bit of a surprise to other leaders. In fact, to a great extent, it was being said that maybe even a senior BJP leader could be given that post to succeed Rajnath Singh. Well,
the name that came from, especially with regards to Jagat Prakash Nadda, when it came, it was in fact a surprise to a lot of people, because they did not expect it to go to him. What they expected was that it would be given to some senior leader, or it could be an accommodation mechanism to be given to someone who had missed on the big berths in the ministry. So that was what the expectation was. But it looks like Modi as well as the new BJP has a mindset of their own. They are looking to develop the second rung of leadership after the elections, and it seems that they are starting with Jagat Prakash Nadda himself.
Right, Verghese, thank you so much for joining us with all that information. But a very surprise names bringing up there. But we understand that Nadda has in fact met with Narendra Modi as well as Amit Shah in Gujarat Bhavan, and all the talk suggests that Nadda could be the next BJP president. Keeping in mind his credentials, he's worked with the BJP as well as the RSS, and he has a very strong contacts as well. And it is understood that there's no sort of opposition to Nadda being chosen as the BJP president. And well, suspense over Nawaz Sharif's response to the invitation to attend Narendra Modi's swearing-in ceremony continues. Sharif's daughter, Maryam Nawaz Sharif, was also in favour of cultivating cordial ties with the new Indian government. Sharif's daughter rooted for cordial relations, and she even tweeted about the same. And I quote, "I personally think cordial relations with new Indian government should be cultivated. Will help remove psychological barriers fear and misgivings. This is what she went on to state. But of course, Mariam has also come out in support of Nawaz Sharif attending that swearing in. But even as so many leaders, including ministers in the Pakistan government, have gone ahead and shown a thumbs up to the invitation, Nawaz Sharif himself is yet to respond. In fact, India has been waiting for Pakistan's confirmation in this regard since it sent out an invitation. Pakistan is yet to make any official announcement. There's been a lot of positive signs, but as of now, no word from Sharif himself. No doubt that if he does attend the invitation, the swearing-in ceremony, it will be a huge boost to India-Pakistan relations. But it is understood that Nawaz Sharif is currently meeting with ministers from his government to go ahead and discuss if, in fact, they should attend that particular swearing-in ceremony. Hopefully, of course, today we will see a decision coming in, but there is no word from the Pakistan government. They have maintained a stony silence when it comes to the invitation. And moving on, a minibus driver was stabbed to death in Nanavati Nagar. The police believe that the murder must have occurred at around 2 a.m. The minibus belonged to Janani Travels. The cops believe the miscreants must have waylaid the minibus and assaulted the victim with lethal weapons. The driver, who was identified as Prakash Gowda, fell out of the bus and bled to his death. The cops are still not clear about the motive for the murder, but this incident has definitely sent chills down the spine of the campus residents as well as people nearby. Despite several security measures being taken up, incidents like these seem to be a regular occurrence at the campus. And the cops, of course, are having a tough time investigating this particular case, is what we understand. Considering, of course, the miscreants are said to have stabbed Prakash Gowda to death, there's no word on whether, in fact, they were known acquaintances to the man or not. Also considering, of course, that the speculation during the rounds is that the miscreants may have stopped the minibus in an attempt to hitch a ride and then killed Prakash Gowda. A lot of question marks with regards to that theory, considering, of course, the minibus was neatly parked on the side of the road. So there's a lot of talk on whether, in fact, the driver knew these miscreants and if it was a personal attack. But either way, it's definitely left a lot of people shocked, and the residents in this area have witnessed many crimes in the past, and only recently we saw authorities going ahead and installing CCTV cameras across the campus, but it looks like it's made absolutely no difference, with yet another shocking incident coming to light and the investigations also hitting a roadblock with no word on the motive for the murder. Well, barely 100 kilometers from Bengaluru is a lush green forest with a roaring river which attracts thousands of tourists every single year. But unfortunately, among the local residents, Meghadat is more popular for the increasing death toll of tourists.
Nestled in the forests of Kanakapura Taluk in Ramanagara is the sangam of two popular rivers known as Meghadat. The spot is popular for its gushing streams and the vast lake, which is a great place for coracle rides and swimming, attracting thousands of travellers every year. Weekends here are the busiest, with hundreds of youngsters who travel from Bengaluru for some time away from the hustle and bustle of the city. Unfortunately, it is the winding locks of Meghadat which is more spoken about by the locals for being the cause of several deaths over the past years.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತೀಚಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತೀಚಿನ ವರ್ಷಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಯುವಕರೇ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಸಾಯ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂತ ದುರ್ಘಟನೆಗಳು ನಡೀತಾ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈಜಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದವಂತವರು ಸುಮಾರು ಜನ ಈ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೂ ಒಂದು 15 ರಿಂದ 20 ಸಾವುಗಳಾಗುವಂಥ ಸಂಭವಗಳಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಮಾಧ್ಯಮಗಳ ಮೂಲಕ ಮತ್ತು ಪತ್ರಿಕೆಗಳ ಮೂಲಕ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಎಚ್ಚರಿಕೆಗಳು ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಯೋಜನಗಳಾಗಿಲ್ಲ.
Meghadat has been the spot of death for 59 tourists in the past 5 years. The locals complain that despite their best efforts to create awareness on the dangers of venturing out towards the isolated areas in this region, the number of deaths has not reduced. The locals now call it Savina Sangama, or the Sangam of Death. There are no signs of alert lifeguards or even people to alert tourists of the dangers of venturing too close to the edge of these rocks. But what's even worse are the crevices and the holes right in the middle of these rocks, some of which are clearly concealed away from the careless visitor. If you fail to notice these holes and are busy getting the right angle to click a picture, you might fall through and never come back. There is either an accident or a rumor of death in this spot ever so often. The bodies of 6 missing persons are yet to be recovered. The locals state that a majority of the tourists are either in their 20s or early 30s, most of them being techies from the IT capital looking for a fun-filled weekend with their friends.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂಥ ಏನು ಬೇರೆ 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 ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಂದನೇ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಂದ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯುವಕರು ಬಂದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಈಜಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ತಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಣಗಳನ್ನು ಕಳ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸರಿಯಾದ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಇಲ್ಲದಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅವರು ಪ್ರಾಣ ಕಳ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಒಂದು ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಈ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಜಿಲ್ಲಾಡಳಿತ ಮತ್ತು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಇಲಾಖೆ ಈ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕ್ರಮ ಕೈಗೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು.
Though the local police are well aware of the deaths and dangers lying in these deadly waters, there has been no apparent effort from their side to create awareness or even take safety measures for the unsuspecting tourists. How much longer will it be before action is taken? Prashant Gunibidu, News 9 Ramanagara.